We all know that pretty much all of the things that we once knew are in rapid decline. The Western world is in decline. People are leaving the US, the UK because of how bad things are with the economy, lack of jobs, just the politics and everything else. Nobody can find a decent job, even if they have a university degree. We've been sold a lie, and I know, of course, some university degrees are useless in the first place, like gender studies. What are you even supposed to do with something like that? But anyway, I've seen people with law degrees, traditional law degrees designed to get you a stable job in law, and they're now working in retail and have done so for 5 years because they cannot find a job. And I think it's clear that history is repeating itself in the space of only 100 years. The markets crashed in 1929 and war broke out in 1939. And the fun and prosperity that we've seen post World War II is finally coming to a slamming close. And it's no one's fault, really. It's just what happens. It's the cycle. It's the cycle of human nature. We work hard and then we get too comfortable. And what our grandparents went through to build such a great nation, to build such strong architecture, economy, traditions. You've probably seen those videos of World War II veterans saying that the sacrifice of all those men and women during the war was not worth it. When they see the state of the world as it is today, they think it's not worth it. It's absolutely tragic. If you haven't seen those videos, I highly recommend you give those videos a watch. I'll link a couple of them down below. And we were very optimistic for the millennium, for the 21st century. And we're just over a quarter of the way through it, and everything is already crashing down. And Gen Z is certainly going to be the new silent generation. We're going to be shaped by hardship, by struggle, by strife, by a lack of what we have and making do with little that we've got. And a lot of people have already been discouraged by economic decline and unemployment. And we know what kind of politics from left and right can arise when those two things are combined. Just have a look at the history books if you don't get what I mean. And I think if Gen Z wants a surviving chance, we better start learning what it means to work hard, what it means to be disciplined, what it means to go from having nothing to having everything then losing it all. And if you want to build a business, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to go traveling, if you want to do things, now might be the best chance before things take a rapid turn. You're not going to be able to start investing, whether it's in yourself or the stock market, if your money becomes worthless. So act now. Do not delay. I'm not even kidding. Don't even wait for January 1st, bro. Just start acting right now. Forget the resolutions now before it's too late. And I'm a naturally very optimistic person. I'm not one for pessimism. I think it's just a negative way to live your life. But at the rate things are turning out right now, the news, the economy, the things that we're seeing, you cannot help but face the facts that history is repeating itself. And things have to get worse before they get better. That has been true in every period of the human race. And I think a war or an economic collapse, or possibly both, as crazy as it might sound, as bad as they're going to be for people, it's going to be the reset that will uncook Gen Z, that will stop everyone being brain rotted, that will snap them back and realize that their comfortable life has led to their demise. And I wish it didn't have to be this way. I wish we could all just live happily ever after. But if we look at the history books, what's happened when kings, when nations, when empires put their feet up too long? Eventually, everyone gets humbled by their complacency. I just hope the Gen Alphas in the trenches don't make a mistake of throwing a grenade thinking it's a boogie bomb. See, I laugh about these things, but, I would not be surprised if I saw that. You've got to have hope. You've got to have faith. Everything will all be okay in the end. Even if it's not okay, it's not the end. But things are going to change. 2026 might be the last time when self-improvement becomes viable, when we can chill out, when we can be happy with what we've got right now, because you truly don't know what you've got till it's gone. And I'm not scared. Because as I said, I think it's what this generation needs. We need some kind of hardship. We need to know what it's like to lose it all in order to appreciate what we've got. And whatever happens, make sure you're ready, bro, and do not delay chasing your dreams before it's too late. And that's all I have to say for today. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, bro. Leave a comment down below about what you think about this, what you think about Gen Z being the new silent generation, thinking that history is going to repeat itself. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. God bless, and as always, you take very good care of yourself.